Hello, welcome to Stay Stitching. My name is Carla, and today I'm going to show you my latest traveler's notebook, which will be available in my Etsy shop soon. I have it here in my Midori cover, and you can see that it sticks out a little bit. Now I do have two other inserts in here. Midoris are not especially wide, so I think if I only had the one in here, it would fit better. It might still stick out a little bit, but I don't know about you, that doesn't really bother me because as my month goes on and I document the things that I'm doing, my inserts continue to get fatter anyway, so I'm kind of used to that. And I do like a chunky journal. Plus, I don't have it in the elastic. I just have it sitting in there because I just wanted to show you what it looked like in a notebook. So this is the first one in my Modern Domestic Traveler's Notebook series. I do have one Modern Domestic fabric covered junk journal that's larger than this that's in my Etsy shop right now, and I wanted to make sure that I also made a traveler's notebook, which is probably still my favorite size to make. This traveler's notebook just opens like this. The string is not attached. You can take it off completely. This is vintage soutache trim. This would have gone around like lapels. You know how on sailors' collars they used to do like a navy blue or whatever, or white piping around the collar? This would be what they would have used for that. So this journal features pages from the 1952 June issue of Good Housekeeping. And most of the stuff in this journal is vintage, most of the paper. This is not vintage. But as we get into it, you will see that a lot of it is vintage, or it's tea-dyed. This is a vintage book page from King Lear. In this pocket, I included a full page from the cookbook that I feature in here, and also there's my business card. But this America Cooks cookbook is featured throughout. And then here's a little special of the week. This gal's having a martini because it was rough in the 50s. There was a lot of housework to be done, I believe. And so she's relaxing with a martini. This cute thing is from Crafty Secrets. It says, "Instant Hostess, just add wine." And then here we have pages from the Good Housekeeping magazine. In the 50s, a lot of the advertisements focused on the things that you could do in order to find a man and get married. And I think this ad is a soap ad. And then here's the index. Here's another piece out of the magazine. I just wanted to include all these cute things. All of my journals include a page out of this little book that I gave my mom about 20 years ago. And when she passed away, she still had it. And it's not like I'm going to sit down and read all these quotes, but I thought I'm going to include these in my books as a way to honor both my mother and all mothers, really. Here's a quote from Abraham Lincoln: "All that I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother." That's pretty cool. So that just sticks right in here. This is a hair perm ad, and on the back, I don't know what that ad is or article. In here, this says, "I just ate my willpower with adorable kitties." If you hear a cat purring or anything, I have a cat just out of the frame up here. I cannot go to my cutting table without her discovering it instantly and coming to join me. I'm pretty sure she thinks this is her cutting table, and she's wondering what it is that I'm doing on it. Anyway, this is a manila folder that's covered with pattern tissue. I don't cut up patterns that are perfectly usable. The pattern tissue that I use in my books is left over from stuff that I have actually made. I do sew. I have a dress made out of this fabric here, actually. So it's just got some writing pages in it, and that slides right into this pocket. More from the magazine. I loved this. I have been an English teacher for most of my teaching career. I'm a special ed teacher now, but this is so cute. Grammar in a nutshell. And then here, this ad here is about bad breath. There are a lot of ads in this magazine about bad breath. And you can see that she's very sad because she doesn't have a man, probably because her breath is so bad. And so, but when she got the product, which I can't remember what it is, I don't know, something that stops bad breath. So at the bottom of this page, she's featured embracing a man. So clearly after she got this product, she got the man. So thank goodness. This is vintage writing paper. I did not tea dye this. This is just the color of this book because I like this color, so I didn't tea dye it. Here's a Brillo pad, sizzling mad at scorchy pans. Oh yes, nothing makes me madder than that. And then here's some deodorant. A deodorant ad. Of course, there's man back there. I guess that's a wedding. This is nutmeg that you see here, getting all up in the middle of my business. Tea-dyed paper. This is from that cookbook. This cookbook was from the very early 50s or late 40s, and it has recipes from all the states. So it's pretty cool. And it's huge. I mean, look, 590, page 590. That's a lot of recipes. This, all the pattern paper that you see in here, I did tea dye, and this is from October afternoon. It was called The Modern Homemaker. This is that cookbook. This is lining paper from a swanky kitchen store in San Francisco, and it's really big. I just cut it to size for my journals. Pie crust failure. This is a Crisco ad, and it has a recipe here, which probably makes a pretty darn good apple pie, so I made sure to leave that whole in case you wanted to try it out. Back here, we have a devil's food cake recipe. This is a stamp. This is kind of cute. This is tea-dyed paper. This stamp is a Gina K stamp, and I actually stamped it on this side. And it just shows through beautifully. And so I thought that was kind of a happy accident. This paper is a little like parchment-y. I added this books I want to read sheet in here. You can do what you want with it. If you don't like to read, write on the back or something. This is a cute little article about how obnoxious young, teenagers in love are. And so it's kind of making fun of them, tongue-in-cheek. This is a mop ad. I think it's an O-Cedar. Yeah, O-Cedar. I just bought an O-Cedar mop, oh gosh, a month or two ago. So they're still going strong. Tried to leave pages for journaling, while still keeping it interesting and fun to look at. Another Gina K stamp, and there she is on the back. Here's a pocket in here. What's a nice girl like me doing in a place like this? And then I made sure to put this piece of paper right in the middle, because if that isn't the classic 50s house, I don't know what is. I mean, it's like perfect. This is just a card that has tea-dyed paper on the back. It's a tag. More tea-dyed paper. There you can see a little bit of fountain pen ink. This is because when I tea dye, I put, my husband's got a lot of pen pals. They're fountain pen nerds. And I just add their letters after he's written back to them to my tea baths. And it really makes some beautiful paper. Here's another little pocket. I just included a long piece of tea-dyed paper, perfect for lists or whatever you want to write on it. Here's these gals wearing their adorable dresses. View A and View B here, probably. Here's the rest of that Oh Cedar ad. I mean, look how much better this is. She's not getting her hands wet at all. And here, this poor gal, she's having to wring out that mop. Phew. It's a good thing for modern conveniences. Here's the other side of that ad about the annoying teenagers. Here's the little boy, and here's all the grown-ups looking at them. Probably thinking back to when they were annoying teenagers. Calvinator freezer. They also make ranges. I've noticed another ad in this magazine for a range. And here's the rest of that Crisco pie. Here's a little envelope that I made. This is a page from that America Cooks cookbook, and inside there's just a couple of little things: cooking by appointment only and culinary masterpiece. These are blank on the back, they're tea-dyed, and so you can write whatever you like on there. And those just slip right under this purple paper clip. Here's more stamping. I always leave my strings long from the signature. And if you don't like them, you can cut them off wherever you want. But this could also act like a, a bookmark wherever you are in your journal. Here's another pocket. It's got a piece of tea-dyed paper that I've sewn together. That's actually 2 pieces. And then it has a little Joan Rivers quote: "I hate housework. You make the beds, wash the dishes, and 6 months later you have to do it all over again." I couldn't agree with you more, Joan. More of the Good Housekeeping magazine about Hollywood. This is a little section called Hall of Fame, I believe. Miracles served here. I wonder if that's a Kelvinator. That's on that cookbook page. There's another of that cookbook page. Obviously, the first section in that book is Alabama. Did you know this? When I saw this, I wondered. A typical menu a la Bama. And I wonder if that's what it used to be. We call it Alabama, but is this what it was at first? I don't know. I don't know anything about Alabama. More Good Housekeeping. Here, there's 2 places in here. Yeah. This is a full page of the Good Housekeeping magazine. I like to include that. Well, first of all, it's gorgeous. This one has a chocolate cake on one side and a coconut cake on the other side. And the entire recipe for this chocolate cake is here, I believe. And so, well, it isn't chocolate cake. It looks like yellow cake with chocolate frosting. But so there's that. And on the back, there's a coconut cake. There's no recipe for it. The back is, I think it might be a coconut ad. I can't remember. I don't want to get it all out. And then this one, this is a full page also. I thought this was super cute because we still have these in magazines where the editors pull together items that would be useful for us if you're looking in your beauty magazine. It'll start right now. It's going to start having things about your hair for spring and, spring makeup. And that's kind of what this is. And so that's it. That's our little traveler's notebook. I hope you like it. As I said earlier, and she's chunky, this one will be available in my Etsy shop probably sometime tonight. And thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I love the journal community here on YouTube, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. You have a fantastic day.